And Virginia Tech, I think they're as good as advertised. I said that yesterday or 2 days ago. Just really impressed with their squad, veteran leadership. Um, just so balanced. It's hard to take one player out of it because they've got so many weapons offensively. Pretty stingy defensive team. Felt like we struggled on the boards for sure. Did a decent job taking care of the ball. Felt like we had some good looks that we didn't knock down. And against good defensive teams like that, you've gotta take care of the ones that are good looks for you. And we got to be better in those moments. It's a game of runs, and if we're having a hard time scoring, we got to make sure they're not scoring either. And I just felt like we lost our focus defensively. Felt like in that fourth quarter we got back, really battled, and proud of the way we finished off the game. I thought Haley Troop had a heck of a game for us. Really showed her veteran leadership, played with great pace, and had a really nice game for us.
Any questions?
I just wanted to ask, was the shot making and the difference between their offense, was that the difference in the game, in your opinion?
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, just when it comes to the shot making, and you kind of mentioned down the stretch, they defended well, they made shots, and you didn't down the stretch. I mean, is that the difference in the game, or was it just the defensive ability that Virginia Tech had, which just kind of helped close it out there?
Yeah, I thought they were really physical on the defensive end and really guarded hard. And give them credit. I mean, I thought they were the more physical team tonight and really guarded our screening action well. I thought we did have looks, against a stingy defensive team like Virginia Tech. They're going to make you work for your points. And we did have some good looks that we weren't able to knock down. In other possessions, it was just kind of a dogfight. And, they knocked down shots, or they knocked down more shots than what we did. They only shot 44%, which isn't bad, but we shot 7%. It's going to be hard to win games, especially against great teams like Virginia Tech. Thought we did a good job taking care of the ball. Gave up, I felt like we defended really well for several possessions for about 25 seconds in that shot clock, and would bail them out with a foul there or an offensive rebound to end the shot clock possession, and had too many of those possessions as well.
Coach, is the plan with Mama to kind of just slowly ease her back into what she was used to playing minute-wise?
Well, I mean, she got into foul trouble tonight. Otherwise, she would have played more minutes. I don't think that we're trying to slowly ease her back. I think she's good. That brace obviously isn't the most comfortable thing for her. I think it affects her peripheral vision a little bit. I anticipate we'll try to get a new brace when we get back, moving forward. But it definitely wasn't holding her back from playing. Tonight, it was more of the foul trouble.
Robin, knowing knowing that Mama can go full speed like you just mentioned, and knowing that Haley Troop can give you 21 points like the way she did today, what does that bring? Does that change the way you kind of fix your offense a little bit, or just kind of do lineups a little bit?
Well, I think we definitely have not. We haven't hit our stride offensively. We're a better shooting team than what we're shooting right now, and I think too many times. We're not playing with pace. And I think when we play with pace, usually good things happen for us, but we'll get there. We definitely will get there. I think, we've seen a lot of growth, especially on the defensive end, our transition defense. For the most part, there's probably a handful of possessions that I wish we could have back in that third quarter. But overall, I think we've become a lot better defensively. Offensively, we just haven't found that rhythm. I think we've got kids that have the ability to shoot the ball a heck of a lot better than what they're shooting it right now. And so I think that'll loosen things up for us a little bit when we start shooting at the rate that I know we're fully capable of shooting at.
Robin, it looked like a low number of assists today, around 7 or 8. Do you think they're just not looking for the extra pass, or what do you think the solution is there?
We just didn't knock down shots. I mean, you can have some great passes, and we had some really good looks. and they didn't fall for us. And so it's hard to get assists when you only shoot 37%. I don't think it was, I thought we played selfless basketball. I thought we did a good job making the extra pass. I didn't feel like we forced the action, or took tough contested shots a lot. There was definitely a handful in there, but I think it was more just about being able to knock down the rhythm shots that you do get and shooting at a better percentage.
What does it mean you're able to go 11 deep in a game like this against a team like that?
I think we're still trying to find rotations. It hurt us that Caitlin went down. Obviously, that changed things, and just trying to draw their bigs out. So we went some small ball because our bigs got in foul trouble. But this is a really connected team, and I think they really, the deeper we go, I think the better for us. I think they really feed off each other, and on any given night, you never know who's going to need to step up for us. But you definitely got to give Virginia Tech credit. I mean, they're a veteran team. Kitley is just a hard guard. Soul is really, really good rebounder, had a hard time keeping her off the boards. Just a veteran team. And so take out that third quarter, I think we'd feel pretty good about our effort, but that third quarter definitely is one that we'd love to have back.
You mentioned the foul trouble kind of affecting the game down low. Is that, do you think, a big part of being out rebounded by a large margin?
Yes and no. I think that definitely played a part of it. But I think there's other times that they were just more of the physical team. We didn't do our work early, and we found ourselves in tough rebounding positions that were too far underneath the basket. So I think it was probably a little bit of a combination of both, but I think they were the more physical team and more aggressive team going to the boards.
I know it's not a great thing to lose, but is there a little bit of relief just to have kind of the undefeated season no longer on the mind right now?
It's never been about that. I think more it's a great measuring stick for us. You lose by 13 or 16 to a team that's, going to be ranked top 10 probably sooner than later. Virginia Tech's got a nice squad. We're not too far away. There's things we definitely got to clean up. We got to get better with, but we understand it's one game on our resume, and we've just got to learn and get better every opportunity that we can. And so I don't think anybody envisioned us going undefeated all year long. I don't think that was a pressure point for us. I think we look at every game as an opportunity to just grow and get better and make improvements. And we will from this one too. This one will elevate our team. And I know how much they care. I know how bad they want it. And I appreciate their efforts. I thought they finished strong. I thought Micah came in, had good minutes, and we'll just have to regroup, dust ourselves off, and go back to work when we get back.
Robin, you mentioned the measuring stick. Obviously, this is probably the biggest test of the non-conference slate for you. When you look at the team right now and how you played this week, where do you think this team is at? Kind of expanding a little bit more on that, where you're at.
Yeah, I think we're getting better in regards to ball security. Wake Forest, I think we had 9 or 10 turnovers. I can't remember, but I know it was maybe single digits. We had a 2-to-1 assist to turnover ratio in that game. And so love the fight, love the aggressiveness of that game. And then to come back tonight and have 12, we'd like to keep it to 12 or less to put ourselves in a position to be successful. We got to do a better job on the boards. But again, I felt like Virginia Tech was just the bigger, more physical team. I mean, you got Kitley that's 6'6", and we just don't have that size inside. She's an All-American for a reason. She's a very elite player. And so, I think defensively, I'm pretty pleased with where we're at. There's always going to be room for improvement. I think our transition defense has gotten better, got to do a better job on the boards, and we got to figure out a way to find our rhythm offensively. Like I said, I think we've got good shooters. We just haven't caught that flow yet. And so, we just got to keep our nose to the grindstone and try and find that rhythm offensively.
We'll take 1 or 2 more if you have them.
Coach, in the first half, you guys held them to just 30% from the field, and Kitley went just 3 for 10. What do you like most about your guys' defensive effort in the first half?
Yeah, I just felt like we were aggressive out of the gates, and I just thought we really were locked in on personnel, the way we needed to guard certain actions and personnel. And so, again, I think in that third quarter, we got lax. We weren't knocking down shots, and that impacted our sense of urgency on the defensive end. I just felt like we got deflated. So, again, very, very good team. Kitley's an All-American for a reason. Thought we battled, got to get better offensively, got to get more in a rhythm.